Hi guys, welcome to the Premier League preview. First game of the weekend is Liverpool versus Tottenham, as Liverpool being away to Tottenham. It's Jurgen Klopp's first game as a Liverpool manager. I feel like it's going to be a huge game because it's Klopp's first game and everybody wants to see what Klopp is all about. He's done well in German League. Everybody wants to see how he will do in Premier League. Everybody wants to see his tactics, his style of play, and who is he going to go with, because Liverpool has been so poor lately in terms of style of play with defensive style as well as their tactics. They've been all over the place. A lot of people are expecting a lot of changes on this side, so we will be seeing a lot of changes this game. And then moving into Tottenham side, we'll be seeing Pochettino's side where they've been doing really well going away, not so much at home, but finally their tactics coming into play. They're playing really well. They're pressuring, just like how Pochettino was doing at Southampton. So I feel like they're gelling in properly. So this is going to be a massive game because everybody wants to see how Pochettino will do against Klopp, because both of these managers have the same style of play if you look at it. In a game against Tottenham versus Manchester City, you could see Pochettino moving his men forward and pressurizing the other team's defense, as well as like Tottenham's forward pressurizing Man City's defense. You could see the style of play that's been implemented in Tottenham has come through the play of Southampton, because that's the sort of play that Pochettino was doing at Southampton. So it's slowly coming together at Tottenham. So they're slowly building up. On Klopp's side at Liverpool, you will also see something similar, very similar to what Pochettino does in Tottenham. Klopp did in Borussia Dortmund, where he would have Lewandowski, Marco Reus, and all those players push up and terrorize the defense as a team, and then they would, if they don't get the ball within the 10-15 seconds, they would come back and defend as a team. I think that's what we're going to see in Liverpool. So it's kind of very similar to what they played in Dortmund. I feel like both teams play similar styles, so it's going to be a very interesting game. I feel like this is going to be a huge game for both managers, as Tottenham has been doing really well against top sides, beating Manchester City, also beating Chelsea, and it's Klopp's first game, so a lot of people are expecting him to do well, and because he's a huge manager, so we're going to see a very tight game. I think it's going to be 2-2 because Tottenham has been doing really well playing against top sides. As next game is Everton versus Manchester United. I feel like Everton has done really well in the past couple of games. Them being at home, this gives them a slightly chance of winning the game against Manchester United. Lukaku is doing really well. He's been scoring. Last game he bullied the Liverpool defenders, so I'm expecting a lot of good things from him. Ross Barkley is coming fresh from international. He's done really well. He's gotten himself a spot at the Euro, so he's coming off fresh. I feel like Everton will have a chance to go at Manchester United in this game. With Manchester United, they haven't really done well, but somehow they're getting the results. I feel like this is a huge game for Wayne Rooney because he hasn't done much over the season. He needs to prove himself, as well as Memphis Depay. He has shown a little bit of skills here and there, but I feel like he needs to show himself again, because Anthony Martial, on the other hand, has done really well coming into this team, scoring a lot of goals. So he's going to be a big threat for Everton. I think the scoreboard will be 2-1 to Everton, with Lukaku picking up a goal. Nate Smith will be on the score sheet as well. And from Manchester United side, I feel like Anthony Martial will get. The next game on the weekend is Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Aston Villa needs to improve their form. They haven't really done well. The only win came from 1-0 against Bournemouth in the first game of the season. Ever since, they haven't done anything. They're playing some teams. Against Liverpool, they didn't do really well. Liverpool scored 2 goals and then they came back. But I feel like they are not improving ever since their first game of the season. Tim Sherwood has a lot of. Tim Sherwood needs to improve the team. He needs to bring a lot of changes. I feel like he needs to do it fast, because looks like he's the next manager to be sacked. And from what I'm hearing, he only has 2 more games to be able to save his job.
With Chelsea, they need to show this game that they are top 4/Premier League contenders, because over the last game at Southampton, Sadio Mane just took over that game. He just bullied John Terry and made Gary Cahill look terrible. Like, he doesn't look like an England striker. So they need to pick it up. They have Diego Costa coming back this weekend, so I'm sure he'll want to get on the scoreline. He said a lot that, like, the players need to show that they can improve, and it's not the manager's fault that Chelsea are doing so bad this season, but they have been doing terrible. They're almost in the relegation zone. So with this game, they need to show that they can pick up, and it's Aston Villa, it's at Stamford Bridge, so they have a big advantage. But over the international break, you saw Matic and Ivanovic get red cards, and they just look like they're terrible. So hopefully Ivanovic gets dropped, and we see Azpilicueta playing with Baba Rahman on the other side. So my prediction is that Chelsea are going to win 3-1 with Diego Costa getting on the score sheet for sure.
And my prediction is Chelsea winning 2-1 at Stamford Bridge.